4 years ago, when our region kicked off the 250th anniversary of the naming of Pittsburgh, we did it in Amsterdam. Why? Well, because both the Pittsburgh Symphony and the Andy Warhol Museum were on tour in the Netherlands at the time, and it seemed like the perfect place to generate international interest in the upcoming anniversary. Well, now the Dutch are returning the favor by bringing arts and culture to our region with a festival that's distinctly Dutch, organized by the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. But the hope is to realize lasting economic benefits as well. Arthur Kibbelaar is Consul for Press and Cultural Affairs of the Consulate General of the Netherlands, and Paul Organisak is Vice President of Programming for the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. And welcome. Good to see both of you. Welcome to Pittsburgh.
Thank you. It's my second time.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, great, good. And I mentioned a little bit in the intro this whole idea of leveraging the arts for sort of a broader purpose. Is that part of the philosophy behind doing this festival here in Pittsburgh?
Completely.
Yeah?
But first of all, it was of course an invitation of the Cultural Trust, and the curating and all the great work has been done by the Cultural Trust and many other partners. For us though, to actually accept that invitation was, like you said, the cultural dialogue, the broader dialogue we would like with Pittsburgh and the region. So not only the arts, but also economic, academic, and all kinds of other relationships we would like to build during this festival.
And I want to come back and talk to you a little bit about what you think some of the potential is there in terms of this relationship we can develop. First of all, how did this come about in the first place, and
right.
Why the Netherlands? Why
exactly.
Dutch culture, right?
Exactly. I think there are probably three key reasons for that, Bill. Primarily, it really is an example of the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust's commitment to mounting such high-profile events, punctuating events, if you will, to complement the great work of the local arts organizations. We're bringing sort of the world to Pittsburgh, and in this case, we're bringing the Netherlands to Pittsburgh. And it also helps to keep Pittsburgh on the international map by the networks that are created around the world. Another key component of the festival is our long history of presenting Dutch artists. Over the years, we presented dozens of visual artists, also children's theaters, children's theater companies, music companies, dance companies. And finally, I would say that the quality of the work is really driving the festival. Some of the most exciting work I'm seeing around the world over the years has been coming from Holland. So those key reasons are the key reasons that we went forward with the Dutch Festival.
Really exciting. We can talk in a minute about exactly what some of the highlights are going to be of the festival that gets runs through the spring, right? So how do you leverage this then? So it's more than just people buying tickets and coming, as important that is, that they buy tickets and come and enjoy the performances, but how do you make something more about this in terms of the relationship you want to build with our region?
Now, first of all, we're exploring together during the program, actually together with other partners, what Pittsburgh has to offer. So economic opportunities with the Allegheny Conference, for example, we're exploring to see what are the focus points of economic development in Pittsburgh, but also the academic community. We have a seminar coming up on rethinking cities in the 21st century. So we invited public leading intellectuals in the Netherlands to come and to speak, to have a debate. Of course, we have our ambassador and the Consul General coming, and together with them also teams of people, experts on city planning, but also on biking, also on water management, also on robotics, all that, life sciences, all those themes actually that are, I think, the strong points of Pittsburgh we're going to explore together. And hopefully that will end into a seminar in the second half of this year, so we'll have real spin-offs of the cultural festival. Culture, I think, here broadens actually and opens the door. Pittsburgh is a gateway. I think Pittsburgh is a world-class city. It has been named as a world-class city in the National Geographic also, but it has also shown how to reinvent itself. And I think that model that Pittsburgh is showing is very interesting for cities in the Netherlands. So you have cities like Rotterdam and Amsterdam and Eindhoven who actually have the same challenges. So we would like to show and actually connect those cities and actually all those questions that we have living in an urban society today together.
Interesting. Well, you talk about some of the transformation lessons that can be learned in Pittsburgh. We're trying to build bicycling here in Pittsburgh and make it a much more vibrant part of the community. We've made success. I hear you guys are the world experts on how you integrate cycling into sort of a lifestyle.
Well, it's a necessity in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
You cannot live without a bike. So we have a lot of experience, but we have also a program called Think Bike, is how do you integrate, the whole transportation idea of biking. It's green. It's very easy. I think Pittsburgh actually has a wonderful opportunity to use more of the biking. And we in the Netherlands have some experiences, yes, so we'd love to share that with you.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool to get your Think Bike thing here, too, along with all the art stuff. Speaking of the arts, so what are some of the highlights of what's going to be happening this spring?
The festival opens on February 18th with a marvelous dance company from Rotterdam, Danceworks Rotterdam, by a young emerging choreographer, Andre Gingras, and a piece called Anatomica. And that opens the festival, and that's when the ambassador will be making her visit. Another key component is the world premiere of a new opera by a contemporary composer, Jacob TV. The piece is called The News, appropriately enough. And what he does is he uses segments from all of news broadcasts around the world, slows them down, speeds them up to create this amazing oral experience. And then probably the most renowned theater company from Amsterdam is Toneel Group Amsterdam, and they'll be bringing one of their productions to the Biam in May. So those are three key highlights of the dozen or so performances and experiences, along with a major visual arts exhibit through all of our galleries in downtown in the Cultural District.
Pretty cool. So we're bringing the best of the Netherlands to Pittsburgh.
Totally.
I'm hoping, you're hoping people will still come to the Netherlands and you'll just whet the appetite.
No, it's a really unique festival to see it here. I am looking forward to see some of this stuff. So for me even, I think this is a unique opportunity.
All right. Well, congratulations to both of you. Looking forward to it. Hopefully everybody will take advantage of having the opportunity. Arthur Kibbelaar from the Netherlands and Paul Organisak from the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust.
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill.
And we'll be back in a minute with little dollars and cents. Stay with us.